got my first smartphone. I'm normal now, I'm just like everyone else. As in, I have a very dim awareness of the physical reality that's happening around me. So I can just mindlessly, you know, absorb myself in the constant stream of notifications that wash over me. But it feels good. I like it. I like it now. Anyway, so I'm normal now. I'm just like you guys. And if you ever, here's how I know it's a normal thing, because if you ever feel awkward in public or anything, or you're on crazy drugs and you're afraid you're gonna like be singled out, all you have to do to become normal is do this. And no one expects anything from you, whatever. You could be walking through a nice public park watching violent torture porn on your phone, like, fuck yeah, rip off her arm. And everyone's gonna see you and be like, oh, it's a normal, average person. He's just doing this thing, walking through a park, just like everyone else. You know, I really don't know why they call them phones. Even calling them smartphones seems misleading at this point, because there's so much more than phones. It's an archaic name based on a function that no one even uses them for anymore. It's like if we called cars wheeled horses. You know, ever since I got it, you know, 2 days ago, I've been thinking a lot about the future of smartphones, and here's what I think we should do with them next, okay? Because it's like, it's on you all the time, it's like your little personal companion. I think that we should put them into the bodies of little, like, robot pets that follow you around. Like, you have, like, a little monkey, and the screen is just his face, so you, like, call him up and you start poking him in the face. And he's, like, small, but he can still, like, do things, like, make you sandwiches and stuff. And you can, maybe there's, like, a spot where you can put toast in them, and they're a toaster, too. And you get to, like, name them, and they're like your little buddy. Like, if I had one, I'd call him Bebo. You know, like, Bebo, get me a sandwich. Bebo, suck my dick. They can do that, too. They'll have a dick-sucking function. I think that is the future of smartphones. You just sort of, like, sit on the couch with, like, this, like, glazed-over look in your eyes, and you're like, ugh, check status updates, Bebo.
Oh,
it's been 10 minutes since my dick was sucked, Bebo. What's that about? So anyway, I'm getting caught up on the whole tech trends and everything. I'm learning my internet speak, leet, as they called it, I believe, 20 years ago. And I came across this term, what is it? Rotfulumeo. R-O-T-F... whatever, it stands for rolling on the floor, laughing your ass off. Laughing my ass off. Which is a horribly awkward and cumbersome abbreviation for something that no one has ever done. Okay, first of all, abbreviations are supposed to make words shorter and easier to say. What we have on our hands is an 8-letter word, which is hard to pronounce. So that did no one any favors. And has anyone in this room ever, let alone rolled on the floor laughing, ever? Yeah, that's right, you're all miserable. No one's been happy, okay? Let alone laughing your ass off. Now let me choose to take that literally real quick and pretend that you could literally laugh your ass off. If that were the case, I will tell you now, comedy clubs would be a very different place. They would be a dangerous, scary place that only adrenaline-seeking thrill seekers would go to. You know? It'd be like an amusement park where you have like a 50% chance of losing a limb whenever you go there. And for the record, if you're ever on Wikipedia and are bored, amusement parks where people lose limbs, that's a good page to read. Look that one up, that's a good one. Can kill some hours on that. And I want to say real quick about the internet too. I think, you know, obviously there's a lot of bullshit on the internet. People can write anything on there. And I think people should be able to write anything on the internet. But if you're going to go on the internet and make up all kinds of lies, you need to preface it with legend says. So you can just be like, legend says, I was the president for 4 years. This is pretty fucking cool. I fixed the budget, according to legend. You know, but really, technology, it's a little crazy. It consumes our lives a little bit. It's dangerous to a degree. I think we need to put down the phones, guys. I think we need to just like observe the trees and the clouds and shit, because like, we live in a world of wonders. You know, there's like miracles and shit like all around us. You realize it's a miracle that we live in a world where cookies exist? Did anyone ever first baked a cookie? Because I don't know what kind of unsatisfied moron tasted cookie dough and was like, this isn't good enough. We need to bake this before I'll eat it. Yeah. You know, I've discovered things in my life. You know, one thing I discovered is that this mic is shit and it's crap wrong with me. Let's try this one. Okay. You know what's, sex is important in a relationship, you know. It's not the most important thing, it shouldn't be, but it is important. Take, for example, my last relationship. Me and my ex had very different ideas about sex. My idea was that we would be having it. Sometimes you find out you got different ideas, you know? Great. Anyway, now that I've established myself as a human with normal sexual preferences, I think it's a good time to tell you that I've been thinking a lot about dog sphincters lately. I'm serious, because have you ever watched a dog take a shit? Be honest, I know y'all have. Every time, it's just shit, okay? The dog takes a shit. The dog is shitting. He's like, I'm just shitting. No pee comes out, ever. I don't know about y'all, but when I sit down to take a shit, everything's open. Doors are open, you know, I don't have that control. If the back door's open, the front swing's wide open too. Without sharing too much information. I see her put the phone screen down like, no one needs to see this.
It's over.
No one needs to know about that. But I'm serious, how do we do it? How does a dog have a better sphincter than me? I'm the more highly evolved life form. I have the brain, I should be able to have that kind of control. I mean, like, here's the thing, another thing you should know. Dogs. Have you ever seen a dog not be able to pee? It doesn't matter if a dog walks up, sees a bush, he's like, I'm gonna piss on this bush. For a good long minute. Okay, I'm done. Walks 5 feet over, he's like, oh, I want to pee on this bush. I'll pee on it. That dog saved pee. That dog pinched off the piss flow because he thought ahead. He was like, I might want to pee in the future, so I'm going to save some in case I want to pee on the next bush. I don't have that kind of control. It hurts, okay? It stings. So that's really been upsetting me lately. And that's all I've got to say today. Thanks a lot. I was Tom. A good friend